Dear friends, talking about chromosomal abnormalities. One of the chromosomal abnormality is numerical changes in chromosomes. Based on numerical changes, chromosomal abnormalities have two types. Number one, aneuploidy, then euploidy. In this video lecture, we will be discussing aneuploidy in a detailed manner. Now, aneuploidy refers to presence of abnormal chromosomes in the cell. If we are going to talk about human beings, we know humans have normally 46 chromosomes in the cell. When this number exceeds, we can say if we go towards higher side 47, 48, 49, or it will go towards lower side, for example 45, 44, 43. This will be the abnormal chromosome number in the cell. The higher and lower number of chromosomes indicate an aneuploidy condition. Now, how an aneuploidy is caused? It occurs due to errors in the cell division. It is actually when there occurs errors in the cell, some cell gets more, some gets less chromosome than normal number. Some cell division errors are: number one is non-disjunction. When there occurs non-disjunction, basically homologous chromosome pair fails to separate and becomes the cause of aneuploidy. Accordingly, we have one more cell error known as spindle assembly disruption. That is when there is a defect in spindle assembly checkpoints known as SAC defects. One more cause is deletion, means some part of chromosome is deleted and leads to aneuploidy. Accordingly, we can write translocation, in which some arm or part of chromosome is translocated between different chromosomes. Now we can proceed with types of aneuploidy. There are two types of aneuploidy. Number one is known as hypoploidy, and its reverse is known as hyperploidy. In first case, here one chromosome decreases from the normal genome, and in hyperploidy, here one chromosome gets added to the normal genome. Now this hypoploidy has two subtypes. First one is known as monosomy, and second one is known as nullsomy. Accordingly, hyperploidy has also two subtypes. Number one, this is known as trisomy, and last one is known as tetrasomy. Now actually what happens in these conditions? In monosomy, the condition arises is 2n minus 1. One chromosome gets decrease in normal genome. In nullsomy, condition is 2n minus 2. Accordingly, in trisomy, the condition arises is 2n plus 1. Means one chromosome is added to the normal genome. And as the word indicates, in tetrasomy, condition is 2n plus 2. Means two chromosomes gets added to the normal genome. Dear friends, we can explain each and every case in a detailed manner with good examples. Now, jumping to the next page, let us explain what is monosomy in a detailed manner. In monosomy, we have condition 2n minus 1. Monosomic individuals have one chromosome less than normal. Dear friends, we have prominent example for the monosomy like Turner's syndrome. It occurs due to monosomy in chromosome number X, and condition becomes 45 plus X naught. It mainly occurs in females. Here female got only one X chromosome instead of having two normal X chromosomes. Accordingly, we have one more syndrome, namely cry-do-cat. It occurs due to deletion of P or more fifth chromosome in our body. This is the reason it is also known as 5p monosomic condition. Now we have one more type of hypoploidy, namely nullsomy. In nullsomy, the condition is 2n minus 2, which means Gamete cell do not receives homologous pair of chromosomes, hence no gamete formation takes place in the cell. In other words, we can say null-somy gametes are non-viable for fertilization. Now in hyperploidy we have two types. Number one, trisomy. Here the condition is 2n plus 1. Dear friends, as we know that we have normally two copies in each chromosome, but in trisomy condition some specific chromosomes gets three copies of chromosome, which leads to abnormality. This trisomy has two types. Number one, autosomal, as the word indicates, and second one is known as sex-linked trisomy. Now some abnormalities which occurs in autosomal chromosomes because of trisomy in, for example, Down syndrome. Second one is known as adverse syndrome. And third, very important, this is known as Potov syndrome. They develop because of trisomy in 21 chromosome, accordingly 18 chromosome, and in chromosome number 13 in our body. We have Warkeri syndrome, one more syndrome, but it is not too much familiar. It occurs in trisomy in chromosome number 8. Now jumping to the sex-linked trisomy conditions. Here the number one case is known as supermales. It is also known as Jacob syndrome. The condition is 44 plus XXY. Normally we must have 44 plus XY in males, but they are super males. Accordingly, super females. Here the condition is 44 plus triple X. Normally female has 44 plus XX, but here the trisomy occurs in X chromosome. Now at last we have sex-linked one more trisomy, Klinefelter syndrome, 44 plus XXY. Now talking to the last type of hyperploidy, my dear friends, we have case known as tetrasomy. In tetrasomy condition is 2n plus 2. Here we have presence of two extra chromosomes which leads to abnormalities. For example, we have one condition, extreme super males. Normally male has 44 plus XY chromosome. But here male gets extra 2 copies of Y chromosome. Accordingly, we have one more condition, extreme super females, that develop because of tetrasomy. Normally female has 44 plus XX condition. Now in extreme super females we get extra copies of 2 X chromosomes. Now at last we have condition extra Klinefelter syndrome, where the male gets 2 extra X chromosomes and leads to condition 44 XXXY. Like this. This concludes our aneuploidy concept. Dear friends, it was all about aneuploidy. We are going to explain euploidy in next coming video. Till then, may Allah bless you all. Bye bye.